Hey guys, it's Casey with Sisters Undercover, and I am so happy to have you on Facebook Live. And I'm very excited to share my crazy, out there, alternative kind of therapy that I've been doing, and what it's all about, and if it's working, and all that good stuff. So thanks for joining. So this therapy I'm doing, it's called Helminthic therapy. What the heck is that, right? It's a therapy where you actually, on purpose, ingest parasites. Like, what the heck, right? It's crazy. But the goal with this is to get an infestation in your body. And I'm going to tell you more about that in just a minute. But what's helminthic therapy? Basically, helminths are little parasites. Crazy. I'm taking parasites, people. Crazy. But they're the good kind. They're not like the tapeworm kind and all those kinds you want to get rid of. But basically they're helminths, and I ingest the helminths at a larval stage. And the reason I'm doing this is because research has found, I guess it's been decades now, researchers have always wondered, like, why in underdeveloped countries is there a low occurrence of autoimmunity and allergies? And why in industrialized countries there's a huge increase in autoimmunity and allergies? And basically, after a lot of research, they found that we are not getting our microbiome, and our ecosystem is not what it once was. Like, we used to, plow the earth and be out with animals and all that stuff. And now we're in a really sanitized culture an environment where we don't get a lot of the stuff that we need in our body to have it work properly. So what they did was they took these parasites, these helminths, and they inoculated themselves as well as other people dealing with allergies and autoimmunity, and saw really great results. So this is a new thing. Not a lot of people are talking about it, even though it's been around for a while. And I'm excited to kind of be a guinea pig and to share my results thus far. So, yes, it's crazy. I remember my naturopath, I was in the office with her, and she's the one obviously who told me about it. And she was just telling me, oh, there's this new therapy. It's really new. It's avant-garde. We don't have a ton of, findings, but what we have is super promising. Are you on board? And then, filled me in that they're parasites. And me being a little bit of a daredevil, I was just like, sure, why not? And really the side effects, I haven't had any. However, there can be some like nausea or vomiting, diarrhea, that kind of thing, but I've never experienced that. But yeah, so I was like, let's do it. Yes, the goal is to basically, with it, is to get an infestation in your body. Because with autoimmunity, the problem is our immune system is attacking us. It's attacking itself. And instead of the immune system attacking itself, if we ingest these parasites, these helminths, we give our body something else to focus on. So instead of attacking our own bodies, joints, whatever, we now get to focus on it. Like, the immune system gets to focus on, oh, there's these foreign objects, there's these parasites, we need to go get them. And it puts them to work in a different way. So the biggest research that's come out with it, or where researchers and doctors are kind of targeting this therapy, is for Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, MS, are just some of the ones that they're really kind of honing in on. And there's been really great results so far. So anyway, without further ado, I am going to tell you about my experience and then show you, you probably won't be able to even see these little guys, but I'll show you what the parasites look like, and I'll show you how I ingest them. So my experience, this will be, when I take this today, this will be my 6th month of this therapy. And they say it can take typically about 6 months for you to start kind of feeling the effects of it. But I would say that I haven't, like I said before, I haven't had any type of side effects from it. I'm just hoping for an infestation. And so that's what you do. So at the beginning, you start with maybe taking 5 of these little guys. And then in the next month, 10, and the next month, 20, and the next month, 30, and the next month, 60. And so I'm on the 60th one. And then you kind of, I mean, you can take more than that, but you basically, you know, keep giving it to yourself. It's almost like a supplement. The company I'm working with, or I'm taking these parasites from, they, their goal, they say, is to have this be almost like a supplement, like we use our probiotics and our fish oil, that we take this kind of the same way, because in our industrialized world, we're missing all of these great things in our microbiome. So I would say the jury's still out. I'm going to, at the end of this month, do a whole big blog post about the research, the science, my experience, my findings, all that stuff. But I would say the jury's out. I will say I have more energy, and I have had my my inflammation levels go down, because my inflammation levels, my CRP levels were super like high when years ago when I was diagnosed with autoimmunity, and I changed my diet and they barely even registered on the spectrum. My doctor was like, I don't even think you're the same person. But I was. But diet really, you know, was able to help my inflammation. But over the past year, my inflammation has gone way up, and nobody knows why. And so since I've started taking this, my inflammation has gotten under control. So that's good news. I'm also doing other therapies in conjunction with this, so I can't totally pinpoint yet if this is the main reason. But I would say it's promising. I have more energy. I typically have a much more quality of life. But like I said, I'm still trying to investigate where exactly that comes from. And but without further ado, I want to show you these guys. You won't be able to see them. It's such a bummer. And I mean, I can hardly see them. But I'll show it to you. The parasites come in this little vial. And let me do what the beauty bloggers do, right? They hold your hand. You still can't see it, I don't think. But they're these little guys that swim around in there. It's a total trip. And then basically what I do when I go to ingest it, you have to shake it. I don't know, get them excited, get them happy, get them off the floor. I don't exactly know why, but you're supposed to shake it. And then you guys are going to love this. I totally drink it in a wine glass or a champagne flute, because if I'm going to ingest parasites, I'm just saying, I'm going to get fancy with it. If I'm going to roll, I'm going to roll deep. So anyway, I open the lid. Hopefully I can open it. Wouldn't that be a bummer? Yeah, here we go. And then it comes with this little squeezy thingy. So it basically suctions these guys out. So I'm going to see if I can hold it up here. I suction this out. I put it in almond milk. Thankfully, I had some on hand. You want to take these, the instructions are to take it with some sort of fat milk, like coconut milk, almond milk, that kind of deal. It's more easily digested with the fats. So then I take everything out. I squeeze it all in my beautiful wine glass. And then what they say to do is I squeeze a little milk out of my wine glass. I put it back in here. Squeeze it out. Oh, itchy nose, sorry. And then I squeeze this out, again, just to try and get anything that's maybe left behind, because you want to get every last one of these little guys. And I squeeze it into my fabulous wine goblet. And then they're in there. They're in there. And so I just drink it. You read? I was like, I told people on Instagram I was going to do it Fear Factor style, but it's not. It's a pretty little wine glass. It's just 60 little parasite larval hanging out in there. It's no biggie. So I'm going to take it. Here we go. And that's how we do it, people. That's how we ingest parasites to help our immune system. So stay tuned on the blog, because I'm going to write I mean, I could sit here and talk to you about it all day. All the research and all the findings and all the everything, but I'm going to put it together in a succinct, concise format on the blog and share with you more of my experience probably in the next month or so as I finish at least the first 6 months and give you kind of, you know, my take on it thus far. So thanks for joining. I appreciate it. We love you guys. Stay tuned next week. We've got our back to school series. We're doing like a Paleo Kids back to school. So super healthy lunches. We're working super hard on that and we can't wait to bring that to you. And we thanks for being sleuths with us and we'll see you guys later.